So for our listeners, January is National Get Organized Month, and a lot of people are looking as we're in this first month of the year to kind of turn over a new leaf with the new year. So what are kind of the overall best ways to get organized and get your home or your business working for you?
I think the most important thing is that you make a commitment to do it. And by a commitment, it's not just 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there. It's putting time in your schedule, an hour, 2 hours, and treat that time as if I'm coming to your house and working with you. And that's the way that you can really make a dent and start purging and having less things in the coming year.
Are there specific tips to start that purge or that declutter? Because I know a lot of people kind of feel overwhelmed or they don't know where to begin or what to let go of.
The most important thing is that you just pick a place. Maybe it's the place that bothers you the most. Maybe it's the place that you pass the most often in your house, and start there, because people get paralyzed. They do have a hard time getting started. And another strategy is to enlist a friend to help.
Oh, okay. And to kind of get that person's opinion, keep or throw out kind of thing?
Not only to keep or throw out, I mean, not that that's not very important, but also to just make sure you start.
Okay.
It's starting that gets people sometimes.
So maybe make a pact with a friend. We'll do my house on this day, do your house on that day, and help each other that way?
That's a perfect way of approaching it.
All right. So once you've kind of started that decluttering process and maybe really tackled your biggest problem areas, what are some daily habits to put in place to make sure you stay organized?
Well, one of the most important things that you can do once you've organized is to label everything. So, for example, you've organized your house, and initially you had batteries in the laundry room, in a junk drawer in the kitchen, in the playroom. You had them all over the house, and now you've designated one spot for batteries. They're in a nice, clear, lidded container that's sealed and labeled batteries. Now, you'll not only save time, but you'll also save money, because no one in your house is now going to be saying, where are the batteries? Where are the batteries? You're going to know how many batteries you have. You're going to know when you need more batteries. You're not going to run out of batteries, and you're going to eliminate all that chaos. So it's grouping like things together, putting them in a spot, and labeling, using a labeler like the Brother P Touch label maker.
Okay. And is there any kind of, let's say, system that you recommend, like with that labeling? Do you find that there are certain things that work better in certain places? If someone just kind of has chaos everywhere, are there specific tips for specific rooms or anything like that?
Well, you want to tip the environment in your favor. So you want to store things as close to where you use them as possible. So, for example, if you find that your child does homework in the kitchen, regardless of the fact that you have a desk in his bedroom, you have a desk in the living room. If your son is doing his homework at the kitchen table, then you want to have school supplies and office supplies in a spot in the kitchen. So you want to store things close to where you use them. You want to have the laundry detergent stored next to the washing machine. You want to have the dishwashing detergent next to the dishwasher. So you want to set up your house in a way that makes sense.
Okay. And we have touched on kind of the importance of staying organized here, that it can potentially save you money. You're not searching for those things that you already have. It could save you time in your daily routine. But I know people often get a little overwhelmed or let go of those New Year's resolutions to get organized the further we get into the year. So are there any kind of high points on why this is important, or maybe things to look at in terms of the not just the daily organization, but the monthly or the seasonal things to check back on to keep you on track with your resolutions of organization this year?
Well, what I find is that once a home is organized, it will stay organized if you dedicate no more than 10 minutes a day. So you might miss a day, but you really can keep things on track very, very easily. It's just a matter of going through the mail every day and sticking to the routines that you've set. And routines will definitely work. So if you get into the habit of storing your cell phone in a particular pocket of your bag, you won't miss calls anymore searching around your bag for your phone. If you always leave your reading glasses in the same drawer of your night table, you won't lose them anymore because you know they're always in the same place. So the power of habit is something I can't stress more.
And, you mentioned if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Don't let that throw you completely off. Just kind of pick back up where you left off and move forward from there. Do you need to make up the time or just keep going?
You can miss a day and it's going to be the same 10 minutes. If you don't do anything for a week, you're going to have to spend a little bit of time on the weekend catching up. But at a bare minimum, I suggest make your bed in the morning because you'll feel your day will just feel like it's getting off on the right track and it will feel neater and cleaner. So start with that and go through your mail on a daily basis because going through the mail takes no more than 2 minutes and it's the paper clutter that can really drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely the case in my house. It all piles up on the desk.
Right.
Well, now overall, this is Get Organized Month, January. So as a master organizer here, Barbara, can you share with our listeners some of the ways that you are celebrating Get Organized Month?
I celebrate Get Organized Month every day, every month of my life. So that's actually kind of a hard question. I mean, as I'm sitting here, just before I got on the call, I had several new client files I was making, so I was labeling those. I put the old ski stuff that no longer fits this morning. I put that in a donation bag, and then I put the new ski clothes in the containers and labeled them for each child. I mean, I'm a labeling machine, and I can't stress more how important the Brother P-Touch label maker is to that process.
And we do have one of those to give away to our listeners this morning, so thank you very much for sending that along. That's going to help someone a lot in their quest to get organized this year, I think.
It definitely will, and it is the 25th anniversary of the label maker, and Brother P-Touch is celebrating with a 25 days of P-Touch labeling campaign. And if your listeners go to the website www.brother-usa.com/ptouch25, they can read 25 really original ways of people using the label maker. So it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Good activity to get us going for Get Organized Month. All right.